Hello everybody, welcome back, or welcome to the first of hopefully many weekly streams. I'm well aware that I could very easily be talking to no one at the moment, but I've moved. Well, I've decided to maybe move to a weekly stream just because I feel like trying to knock out a video every day is getting a little bit much. And I feel like it might be easier to just go for an evening stream once a week, and then maybe put out 2 or 3 videos a week, see how we go. So format for this, I think, is that not really going to go out with much of a plan. I think I want to kind of make it very viewer led, but since my understanding, based on the numbers I've got, there's not many viewers. I think I'm going to start with the Butt Kicker Cup here. And we'll register for this one and get cracking. Quite familiar with the track. I've done a bit of practice. I think it was last week, a few days ago. Yeah, we'll get into this one and see how we go. Yeah, ideally, I'd have liked to have a little bit more practice ahead of some of these, because I don't know what the assumption is for most of the viewership, but I generally try and get a good sort of half hour's worth of practice in before I jump into a race, at least, particularly if it's a track I'm not too familiar with. But we'll. Yeah, I don't really want to end up boring you with half an hour's worth of practice before each race. It doesn't necessarily have to be boring. We'd still chat, talk about stuff while we're waiting.
The leader's just done a 135.3. The pit lane speed limit is 55 kilometers per hour.
Let's have a little look around Winton. Very lucky this week that it looks like there's absolutely zero chance of rain for this race, so we won't get caught out by that. We're probably just going to end up getting caught out by the track itself, and I mean, this is crikey. This is definitely one of the newer included tracks for the season.
Clear right.
It's one that I've certainly never driven online. Done a bit of practice against the AI, and done a bit of practice on my own, so I'm quite familiar with the track layout. Not so much with the ideal line. Or exactly where the pace is. And I can't help but wonder if that's going to be a theme that we're going to see across
the leader has just done a 133.9.
a lot of these new tracks to the included content, at least. Certainly, I think most of them are definitely not very new to the service. Come on, mate, you can carry loads more through that.
Left side. Clear left.
Oops. Definitely need a lot more practice than I think I do.
Your quickest overall. Sector 1 time's okay.
Oh.
The leader has just done a 130.7. B3. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
Oh dear. That was less than ideal.
The leader has just done a 130.4.
Oh, welcome along, dear viewer.
That's your quickest lap in this session. The guy behind has just done a 132.0.
So we're just having a bit of pre-race practice at the moment, and the race event's going to open in about 3 minutes or so.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
As I was saying to absolutely nobody earlier, that I have had maybe a little bit of practice. I'm quite familiar with the track layout, having done a couple of
The leader has just done a 130.0.
practice races against the AI last week and in previous weeks in different cars. the only thing I'm not quite there at just yet.
That's your best lap in the session. You're
My
now
opinion
1.7
is,
off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
Some of the better brake markers and corner lines. I'm definitely not going to be up there with the fastest of them. That's fine. I'm sure this is still loads of fun if you're winning all the time.
Sector 1 is 0.3
I'm
off
sure
the pace.
winning doesn't really get boring, but ultimately we are just here to race. And whether that's... oh, crikey. Whether that's racing for a podium or racing for the last spot in the field, that's still racing.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Oh.
That puts you 1.7 off the leader's pace. That lap time was 1:31.7.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Watch the track limits, please, Dan.
Oops. Ah. What happened there? Oh. Ah. Okay. It wasn't entirely my fault. Alright. Let's head into the race session and make sure we've got trading panes open.
Two minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Alright. Should be absolutely zero chance of rain. Yep, happy with that. And then strength of field 2.9k. Oh. This is going to be rough. Yeah, we're definitely going to be fighting for
Your pit exit looks clear.
the last few spots.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 19 Celsius.
Yeah, it's actually really weird streaming this, because even when mean, I'm just more saying this for the VOD now, to be honest, because like I said, there's not much going on in the chat. But the weird thing is that you know, obviously when I'm recording a video, I'm providing the commentary, and I'm kind of, you know, talking and saying some things that just I'm just talking and saying things, and it doesn't feel weird at all. But yeah, for some reason it just feels
All
a bit
clear.
odd.
Push now. Okay, Dan. We've got 2 laps to
Talking
set
to
a
an
decent
empty,
time.
well, just essentially talking to myself in this context. Yeah, a bit weird how that just one little change to. I mean, I suppose I should really consider this as just recording another video, really, but you know, a feature-length video as opposed to you know, an individual race event. Ah, I'm gonna lose that. It's those last 2 corners on this track that I just don't feel like I'm carrying anywhere near as much speed as I could do. I think there's definitely a lack of trust for me in the amount of grip the car can provide going through there. I've mucked up that chicane quite significantly. Oh. Single viewer, welcome along. Thank you for joining me. This is the GR Put Kicker Cup and iRacing. Just throwing it, well, trying to throw a couple of qualifying laps together as we speak. That's not the way to do it. White flag there just means, if you're unfamiliar with iRacing, just means that I have got one more attempt at a qualifying lap before we move on to the race event.
P5. That lap time was 1:32.6.
Oh dear. That's not the way to start a lap. I have to forgive a slight lack of commentary on this lap. This is my final chance to get a half decent time in and be in the best possible position for starting the race in a few minutes. I'd say things could definitely be going better. I'm definitely not going to be competing for the top of the grid. The strength of field at the moment is just far too high. We've got some very, very strong drivers at the top of that table there. And if I can get even within a second of the kind of lap times
The
that they're
leader's
putting
just
in,
done it on 30.2.
that's going to be quite a surprise for me. Yeah, not even close. But to be fair, I mean, P12 and quite a strong field. Oops, should be standing still if I want to reset the car. There we go. Must be a bit of a hill there. And then, is this going to... No, it's not. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so we're just, unfortunately, just going to have to sit and wait for a couple of minutes while we wait for the race to start. 2 or 3 people here that either haven't qualified yet or are choosing not to. So we're either going to have to wait for them to qualify or for them to decide to click a button that says they are willing to forfeit their qualifying opportunity. I mean, in most cases, people are just going to sit and eat all the time that's available. So it looks like we're in for a bit of a short wait before the race begins. It could be, potentially get cut short by 30 seconds or so. But I've never, in my limited experience, I've not actually seen that timer ever get to the end. So we'll see where we end up. P13 at the moment, and I'll be very surprised to see that stay where it is. I'm very much expecting that position to tumble down the order, particularly if Jago and Werner decide to attempt a qualifying lap. And it looks like they might be, because the inactivity time is cut down or cut off. But I'm not sure they're going to have enough time to do an outlap and a timed lap. So certainly not in the 90 seconds or so that was left when the inactivity timer cut off there. So iRacing is one of these where if it's not like Formula 1 where if you cross the line, or any other racing series rather, where if you cross the line before the timer expires, you get to finish the lap you're on. No, as soon as that timer expires, that is the session over. If you haven't managed to get a lap in, then that's a you problem. So I don't know. Maybe they're going to use the time to get a bit of extra track time. So yeah, it's going to be a 15-minute race around Winton Motor Raceway, which apparently is in Victoria, Australia. Never been there, probably never will be, and I'm waiting to see whether or not it's a full pace lap or
That's the end
a
of the
short
session.
one. I have a feeling
13th
it's a
place.
short pace lap, but let's have a quick look. Yeah, short pace lap, less than half a lap around, and we're just going to get straight into a 15-minute sprint. Right, so my predictions for this one. Honestly, I think I'm going to be surprised if I end or cross the line in anything like the position that I'm started in. I think it's far more likely I'm going to end up somewhere at the back, sort of pootling around on my own. Particularly for a track that that I certainly have limited experience with. I didn't even know this track existed before it was released as an included element of the base service. So my first sight of this track was maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Gonna be fun. About 40 seconds. Well, less than 40 seconds to go now until the race start. That's assuming that everyone leaves it to the very last second. Oh no, it looks like we're going to be going soon.
P13. The track temp is 19. The air temp is 19 Celsius.
Alright then.
Follow car number 01.
Oh crikey, there are some very strong drivers knocking about here. Cool. Alright, cool, you just cut me off on the pace lap. That sounds like a great idea. Top stuff. Thanks for being a hazard. I'm not going to do the same back, because that's just going to be stupid.
Okay, Dan, here we go.
No, I'd be very surprised if it's kept steady all the way to the green light. Well, colour me surprised.
15 minutes
Definitely.
left.
Oh, we've got an idiot already sticking his nose on the inside on the... Looking to win the race at the
Right
first
side.
corner.
You're on the left, 3 wide.
Let's
Clear
maybe
right.
not... Ugh. Is that another one off?
Start's alright, let's build on it.
Okay, so I think we've gained a couple of positions here thanks to a few accidents. Looks like we've got a pretty aggressive guy behind us here.
Car left.
Incident ahead, car off on the left-hand side.
Still there.
Pink car's going to force his way through because, you know,
Hold your
when
line.
opportunity knocks.
You're on the right, 3 wide.
Yellow flag.
Car left.
Oh, we're
Clear
still
left.
3 wide. No.
On your left. Still there. Clear left.
Okay, cool. Decent start. Oh. I have no idea how
Left
I've managed
side.
to avoid most of these accidents, to be honest. I
Still there.
don't feel as though I've done anything
Hold your line. Clear
to
left.
actively avoid them. I'm certain it's just been luck or right place, right time for most of these. But where did we start? 13, and
P9.
there we go, we've gained 4 positions on the opening lap. Ooh. Yeah, love to see it. I was a bit timid through there. I think if I can get my act together, then maybe there might be chances to get past number 19 ahead of us here. I'm not going to... I don't think I'm going to force it. I think my plan for this one is just to try and stay as close as possible and just look out for any mistakes to exploit.
The leader's just done a 130.3.
I mean, relatively he's rated a little bit less than me, but I think at this level, particularly when there's only a couple of hundred rating points in it, we're not going to force this. Whoa, big traffic. That's a recipe for a disastrous accident. Can we get through number 13?
On your left.
No, probably not. He's got the
Hold your
advantage
line.
into this corner.
Clear left.
Oh, he's backed out of it, I
Car
think.
left.
No? Okay.
Clear left.
Oh, this is bad. Okay.
Okay, Dan, we've gone out of
That's
track limits.
unfortunate.
Keep it between the lines.
That's really unfortunate. I'm a little bit disappointed that he went into the back of me there and we got the 4X. But, you know, unfortunately you just can't guarantee some people
Bill's
are
kid
going
is
to...
reeling you in. The gap's now 1.5.
Oh, 7 has a massive moment. Oh, that's 7 going for the pits. Okay, cool. So that's another couple of positions. Doing a lot better than I thought I would at this point.
Position.
It looks like the winning sort of technique, the winning formula is just to, oh god, keep the car on the road.
Wait till your apexes. Wait for the chances to come, mate. 10 minutes
just as
to
I
go.
expertly
That's 10 minutes
demonstrate when
left.
the exit of that chicane. That was sarcasm, by the way. No one picked up on it. Something that we're in the UK, we're very big fans of sarcasm. You didn't come here for a culture lesson. Okay, cool. So P6 now, thanks to that car spinning in front of us. It looks like we're going to be building up a bit of a train behind, because if I'm going to be completely honest, I really don't think my pace is really up to scratch here compared to some of the guys that are in the field.
The guy in front has just done a 130.5.
I'm going to be very surprised if I manage to keep this position for what is left of the race.
P6, that lap was a 132.1.
Yeah, and it starts with silly little mistakes like that.
Alright, Dan, don't let this guy distract you.
Yeah, there's no way I'm keeping this
Car
position.
right.
Not a chance.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Yeah. Oh wow, okay, so he's just dropped back a little bit.
Half distance, fuel looks good.
Yeah, I'm not going to defend this one too hard. I don't genuinely
Right
think
side.
that I've got the pace
Clear
to
right.
actually compete with this
Car
guy.
right.
Oh, that's a bit of an
3
ambitious
wide,
move.
you're on the left. On your right.
I mean, he's made it stick. He's made it stick, so fair play to
Hold your
him.
line.
Oh god,
your
this is a
line.
disaster.
Hold your line.
Oh,
3 wide, you're in the middle. Clear right. Clear all round.
okay.
8th.
Right
Nice,
side.
great
Clear
move.
right. Car
Great
right.
move.
You're on the left. 3 wide. On your right.
Cool.
Still there.
What
Hold
a
your line.
muppet. Let's...
You're on the left. 3 wide. Right side.
Absolutely
there.
fantastic.
Clear right.
Okay, Dan, the next car is Seb's.
On your left. Still there. Clear left.
Oh dear.
Car right.
Jurassic
there.
Park going very slow.
Clear right.
Well, that's actually terrible. I mean, I'm more gutted about picking up the extra incident points here. I don't really much care about the finishing position at the moment, but that 8x is going to have a massive impact on the safety rating. So that's incredibly disappointing. And it has been some really good close racing. However,
E9.
maybe there was something I could have done differently in that 3 wide situation on the last lap. Oh, got that wrong.
On your right.
That's an opportunity for Muse's
Hold
face.
your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
P9.
Fastest lap for Hansen, 1:30.0.
Oh, thanks for the support, Tyler. Thank you very much indeed.
You need to push if we're going to hold this position. The gap to Seb's ahead is now 1.5.
Still a little bit undecided as to what to do next, because I don't. I mean, that's a future problem, definitely. I mean, I need to. Ooh, yeah, definitely need to focus on what's going on now, rather than thinking about what event I'm going to do next. It's going to be a little bit disappointing. There's not a lot that's available to me this week. Unfortunately, we're going to probably be seeing a lot of the same tracks and the same cars. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, is it? What's important is the racing, and the door-to-door and wheel-to-wheel stuff.
You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 0.7.
But yeah, all 3 of these current, concurrent viewers, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for coming along. And for anyone that gets the opportunity to watch this after the fact, again, thank you. So how long have we got left? Just over 2 minutes. It's going to be another couple of laps at least. Trying to fend off this very aggressive number 19 car.
Car right. Clear right.
Well, yeah,
On your right. Clear right.
that was ridiculous. He did that to
Just
himself.
2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
The most sensational dive bomb, and now I've got 12x.
The next car is Attila.
Absolutely unbelievable. Oops. Cool, so that's going to probably drop me down to P10. Again, couldn't care less about where I'm finishing. What I'm really bothered about at the moment is that 12x. 8 of those points caused by that number 19 car. Yeah, maybe I could have done more to avoid them, but I think, in my opinion, particularly on that last one, I left him plenty of room on the apex of that corner, but he's just outbraked himself and got himself turned around. I think I did everything that I could reasonably be expected to do.
One more lap to go.
And we'll have a look at the replay for the 3 or 4 wide incident at that chicane a few laps back as well. And we'll have a proper look at that, see if there's anything else I could have done to avoid it. Yeah, I think we're all very well aware that I am not an angel by any means. Certainly not above reproach.
That's a new fastest lap for Hansen, 129.8.
That's going to cost me. I had to lift on the exit, so
that's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
I'm going to struggle to get down this corner with any
Left
kind of
side.
pace.
Hold your line. Still there.
Oh, he's done
Hold
it.
your line.
Yeah, alright, fair play.
Clear left.
Fair play, well done.
Yellow flag.
Totally deserved. I mean, I mucked up the...
Okay, it's over.
I mucked up a corner like 3 or 4 back. And he's absolutely taken advantage. Yeah, fair play. Totally deserved. Bit disappointing, but I think managing to finish midfield in that split, in that environment, still quite happy with that. But yeah, we're just gonna park up here and we'll go have a look at some of those incidents. See if we can't work out what on earth happened. Particularly here. This is going to be an interesting one. Let's go with the far chase. So I think, if I recall correctly, I had got things quite wrong. Yeah, that's it. So I had to defend through this corner from Mr. Jurassic Park. And despite that, I still managed to get a decent exit. And maybe I've got these corners wrong. Maybe that. Yeah, so I've totally missed the apex there. I thought he was going to go for the gap, which has allowed, yeah, number 10 to dive in. So I've given him the room. He's got alongside. And now we're 3 wide, followed by 2 wide, going into the first chicane. And number 19 here is going to give me a bump draft and go straight up the inside. I'm going to get a tap. What on earth happened there? Okay, right. So 19's just bounced himself off the curb trying to go for a gap that was... I mean, to be fair, he was entitled to the space. Valid move on me, certainly. But probably... I would maybe argue kind of an unwise move. What with number 10 being on the outside there. And, you know, number 10's going to be getting spotter calls to say that I'm alongside him. And at the last second, as he's turning into the corner, he's getting... Oh, by the way, we're now 3 wide. So he's not got any time to reasonably react to that. So at this point, he's committed. He can't really change his line. I mean, he has. God knows how he's managed to react to... I don't know if we saw that. So he's see his trajectory going towards the apex now. And I think here, he dips it to the right, or quickly changes direction and opens up his trajectory a little bit to give space to number 19, assuming that he's going to be able to make the corner. And yeah, obviously he gets it wrong. And, well, kills 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 people. I mean, not kills, but yeah, that's pretty poor form. That's very poor. So let's have a look at this incident again with number 19. So I believe it was this lap. So have I got anything wrong here? So I think what we should do is maybe have a look in the cockpit perspective for our man here. Now, for me, that I mean, it looks close, but for me, that's still not quite close enough. I'd want to be a little bit closer if I'm going to be looking at a move into this corner. Yeah, and you can see he's just oh, fiddlesticks. Let's go back. Yeah, so we'll play at full speed. Yeah, he's just lost the rear end, and yeah, for me again, I've left him plenty of room to get around the corner. He's just left his braking far too late, trying to be opportunistic. He's on the brakes a good sort of, what's that, 20 meters later than I am. On a tighter line, he's just got absolutely no chance of getting around that corner, and yeah, to me that's entirely his fault. I don't think there's much more I could have done to avoid that. It is annoying, but that's a 12x that I'm going to have to take home. That's really frustrating. So yeah, let's have a look at the damage. So we've, oh god, nearly half a tenth of safety rating. That's crushing. But yeah, it's unfortunate because I genuinely don't think there's much more we could have done about it. Yeah, we gained a little bit of iRating, but as I said, what's important to me at the moment is to get this above 3.0. I don't like being, I mean, despite the fact that we're very early in the season, I really don't like being sort of in this mid rating area for the safety rating. Higher for me is much better, and it's certainly possible. Yeah, that was actually crushing. Right, so for the one viewer, if you have the capability, if you're signed into a profile and you have the capability to maybe contribute to the chat. If there's, as I said earlier, there's not a great deal available to me at the moment. Everything on screen at the moment, assuming I've got my filters right, is what's available to me this week. So if there's a series that you're maybe want me to have a go at, this is your chance to maybe suggest something. I think what are we on now? I mean, I could probably do the MX5 Cup if I don't get any kind of input. I'm fairly familiar with Okayama. Yeah, it's certainly possible. I mean, the other sort of interesting. Okay. That's unfortunate. So now that it's just popped up on the screen for everyone to see. Cool. So now everyone knows that if they pause the stream, they now know you're that one viewer. Okay, cool. All right, not to worry. In that case, client update is ready. Am I going to have to do that? What have I got in the background that could be potentially embarrassing? Let's get rid of that and hit this client update. And apparently it's going to do nothing. Cool. Oh, that's what okay, so it's just removing all the special events maybe that I... Oh, no, it's just reset my filters. Okay, cool. In that case, the fees aren't until 1:45. So yeah, do you know what? We'll. I'm Elv. Thank you for joining me. Thank you very much. It's great to have you along. It truly is. I've just actually opened up the floor to any suggestions on what series it might be fun to do. I was leaning towards the MX5 Cup, even though there's only 5 minutes practice left. Yeah, although I suppose I'm fairly familiar with OK Armor, I'm not sure how much I want to just dive straight into a race with limited practice. Quite tempting though it is. But if you've got any better suggestions before we kind of, get to crunch time, I'm kind of leaning towards doing one of the Formula Vs at Winton, or the Advanced Mazda series at Zandvoort. That could be pretty fun. 20 minutes to get some practicing could be enough time to get vaguely familiar with the track. But yeah, I'm to be fair, open to anything on the screen really. I'm not. I mean, all of these things that require updates. Of course, we can absolutely go and do them. It's just going to, add a little bit of downtime to the stream. Right, so with about 5 minutes to go, I think I'm going to commit to the MX-5s, and then assuming that it finishes, about half past 8, I think maybe we'll have a look at doing the Formula Vs at Winton, just for the fun of it. Have I tried the? Yeah, I have tried the rain. My experience has been mixed. To be fair, I found the rain in the Formula Fords a lot easier to deal with than the rain in the GR86. I did a couple of videos at Brands Hatch in the GR86 last week, and I found that it was really, really challenging, and I was really struggling with it, and it kind of really knocked my confidence for driving in the wet. Yeah, I think by all means we'll try to fit in a little go at the Formula Ford race this week, the D-Class race. That one's got the chance of rain, hasn't it? I can't remember what track we're at though for this week in that series, but hopefully it's not Winton, because there's probably going to be a lot of that this week. Right, so I've got less than 5 minutes to find some kind of competence and confidence around a track that that arguably I should already be quite familiar with. So
the pit lane speed limit is 60
shouldn't
kilometers
be
per
a
hour.
huge problem, but that back section of the track with all those 180-degree turns and hairpins on cold tyres is going to be kind of it's going to be treacherous. There's no two ways about it. I can almost guarantee that on this first lap I'm going to drop the car as we come into that final section of the track. Yeah. So, speaking of the rain,
New fastest
have you
lap
got
for
any?
Tom, 147.58.
Obviously, you said the Formula Ford is a good laugh, but have you managed to try any of the other ones, like the GR86 and the IMSA series? What's your opinion on that one? I've heard that the GTP cars are quite a handful.
Incident in last corner. We think it might be Tom.
And that for some reason the LMP2 cars are outpacing the GTPs in the wet at this point. Not sure if that's intended or representative of reality. Yeah, I mean, no. To be fair, I don't think I could say that I didn't enjoy Brands.
The leader has just done a 146.71.
No need to go down to first there, was there? Oh, crikey. Yeah, I don't think it'd be unfair to say I didn't enjoy Brands. It was interesting racing it in the rain, and it was a great experience. I think it just, it damages the confidence a little bit when you're really sort of driving on eggshells, if you like, and Detroit GT3 and LMP2. I mean, how did you find them? Because I haven't actually looked at doing IMSA for
There's an incident in Revolver. It looks like
the longest time, largely because, well, it's not really massively interested in it, to be honest. I feel like it's a bit of a touch and go series.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 33 Celsius.
I mean, I don't feel happy enough driving. I mean, I never felt confident enough in the GTPs to start with, even when there was no chance of rain. And now that there is that chance, and given everything we've heard about how unstable those cars can be in the wet, it's just kind of put me off trying it even further. And I really don't trust
P11.
A lot of the drivers in the faster class cars to overtake the slower ones safely. I've been in far too many situations in, say, the Falcon Tire Sports Car Challenge, where I've felt as though I've done everything right, and the LMP3 cars just still run you off the road, or make a mistake that causes a collision. And I can understand that those cars are incredibly difficult to drive.
There's an incident in Piper. It looks like Tom.
Right, let's go move into the race and see what we can do. About 300 people registered for this one, isn't there? So hopefully we get a halfway competitive split. But we'll see. If I end up at the back of the top split, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. No, not disappointed. I can't think of the right word. Right. That looks like glorious weather. Right, 2.3k split. Okay. Okay. I can work with this. This could be a thing.
Exit's clear. Push.
Alright, so Okayama. So my experience. Oh god.
There's an incident in Moss S. It looks like Mulinek.
Nobody saw that. That was not great.
Pit exit's clear. Push.
Pete Loops.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 32 Celsius.
Shall I say hi to him on your behalf?
Incident in Williams.
I mean, that sounded
Looks
a little bit.
PS.
Oh, he's done exactly what I did. Yeah, that sounded a little bit less friendly than I intended it to. Simlabs Master.
Yellow flag. Caution. There's an incident in Atwood Curve. We think it might be John's.
Simlabs Master is something I'm not familiar with. Cool. Well, you've definitely called my bluff there, because now I'm going to feel like a right weirdo by sending him a message along the lines of Mr. Elvidge says hi. That's not going to feel weird at all. But I've said it. I've dropped myself in it though. Dropped myself in it. Where's he gone? Pete Loops, PM user. Mr. Elvidge says hi. Can't actually find it in myself to do it. No, I don't. I mean, I'm a coward. Ah, right, okay. Melv is watching. Cool. Driver's no longer connected. Ah, well, I tried. Right. I'll qualify.
The pit exit looks clear.
And we'll try again when we finish the qualifying. Oh, saved by the disconnect. But no. No, well, I promise I'll try again once we finish qualifying, and don't you dare drop the car. Nice. Cool. That's got to be to do with the weather. It's got to be. Maybe. But, yeah, what do I know? I have a feeling that corner is going to be an absolute fustercluck on the first lap, so we're going to have to take a lot more caution in there than usual. Ooh. Yeah, that's true. The track is quite hot. Which is, I mean, it's weird to me that means there's less grip. It is, you know, I'm sure I've said it in previous videos that my understanding, although I admit that it was completely incorrect, has always been that the warmer the track or the hotter the track surface, the more grip is available. Obviously, I'm wrong. It just seems a bit counterintuitive to me that the colder the track gets, the more grip you have. Oh, a bit late. Yeah, I suppose one day I'll have to actually do a little bit of actual research into why that is. Oops. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, I suppose that would make it... Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Loosens the oil. Yeah. I mean, because fundamentally tarmac is porous and will absorb. I suppose it's got nothing to do with with the absorption, actually, has it?
P5.
Anyway. Bear with me a moment. I think I want to try and get a decent lap in this time. Okay, so 6/10 up on my best, but okay, so we're maybe on track to beat my all-time best if I can keep up this kind of consistency. Don't hold your breath though. Whoa.
That's a new fastest lap for Shelton, 146.19. Fastest lap for Alonso, 145.60.
Okay, so we're 2/10 off my all-time best. 3/10 now, maybe. Alright. Not bad for 5 minutes practice, I suppose. Oh, is that pole? Get out. Not a chance. No way I'm keeping that. I'm not. There's no way I'm going to be allowed to keep that position. Not a chance. And if I do keep it, I'm absolutely going to drop the car on that second corner. So, yeah. Yeah, loosen his oil, and if it's too cold, the tires can't get. Well, yeah, it makes total sense. Yeah, if you, it does make sense actually if you put a bit of thought into it. Yeah, so much about racing and the physics and the chemistry. Well, chemistry, or the practicalities of it. I still have so little understanding about. Yeah, thanks. Decent lap, definitely. I think I probably could have improved on it. And I think had I had a little bit more practice, I might have actually done a half decent lap. But no, I mean that's a bit unfair on myself. It is a decent lap. It is definitely a half decent lap. Cool. Because I promised, let's.
That's the end of the session. Pole position. Well done, mate.
It went through this time. Let's see if he replies. Which isn't going to be weird at all. Can we... Oops. Ooh. That's not entirely accurate, is it? No, that's not accurate, no. I can't lie like that. Oh, right. Could be unbroadcastable, yeah. Maybe. Although I'm not sure what could be on. What could be unbroadcastable? I'm sorry, I'm afraid I have no idea what that's in reference to. The unbroadcastable comment. Absolutely no idea. I'm clearly dumb. Clearly an idiot. I must have said something that relates to. Oh, right, I get you. I get you. I get you. I mean, that being said, though, I don't...
8 laps. The track temp is 33. The air temp
put
is
it in gear
18
as well. I've forgotten
Celsius.
to do that before.
Get ready, mate. It's hammer time.
Oh, God.
Green, green, green.
Oh, I see. Lots of thanks going out. It looks like there's been a smash before we've even reached the first corner. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, around the turn 2. Oh, oh my God! How many got taken out in the rearview mirror there?
Well done, Dan. Good start.
Yes, it's that simple. I'll just go win it. Cool. I mean, that was unnecessarily aggressive, but oh God, that's a good way to start, isn't it? Yeah, no, you're right. I think if I can get these tyres up to a vaguely workable temperature and survive the first couple of laps, I might stand a half-decent chance of doing exactly that and just driving away. Particularly if the two guys behind me start having a bit of a tussle. Oh! Oh! Excellent.
Right side. Clear right. Car right.
Cool. Alright. It's not the end of the world.
Clear right.
As long as I'm alive, there's a chance.
This is okay. Keep those exit speeds up. P3.
This is not an overtaking spot. I'm not going to go for it here. As far as I can work out on this track, the only genuine opportunities to get past are here into... Oh, good grief. Here into Atwood. And the next one is into the hairpin, which is coming up next. Yeah, these two are the only two corners I'm actually going to make any attempt at an overtake on, because I don't think it's really safe or wise to attempt to get past anywhere else. Yeah, I'm still not feeling very happy with the tyres at the moment. Number one getting a little bit sideways in the exit there.
The guy behind has just done a 146.04. Incident in Williams. It looks like Pierce.
Oh dear.
On your left. Clear left.
Oh, very, very shallow and narrow entry into that one, rather. I'm really still not happy. I've done that corner so much better on previous occasions. I still don't feel very happy with the grip levels going through there.
Don't be intimidated, keep him behind you. New fastest lap for Johns, 1:45.43. The guy behind has just done a 1:45.69.
So the one thing I wish crew chief would do is that when he tells you what the lap time was of the guy behind, it would be really handy. Sorry, it would be really handy if it would tell you by how much. So, you know, like in this example, he did a 45.6 or 45.7. It'd be really helpful if Jim turned around and said that. Oh, by the way, that was like 0.2 quicker on the last lap. Oh, I've got that wrong.
Still there. Clear left.
You know, just so I've got some idea of the relative pace. And similarly as well, if you're slower on the previous lap, I'd love to know, you know, exactly what the difference was.
Left side.
Whoa.
Clear left.
Saw an opportunity and went for it. Fair one, I left a gap.
Come on, Dan. Don't panic, we'll get him back.
Yeah. Still not concerned at all.
Half distance, fuel looks good. P4, good lap. That's your quickest so far. The guy ahead has just posted a 1:45.12. The guy behind has just done a 1:45.27.
Yeah, no, that's right. You can tell you all that iRacing stuff. To be honest, it is everything that I just moaned about. You know, telling me the difference in the lap times. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It could indeed be possible. I just haven't actually bothered to do my research and look through the crew chief settings yet to see what is possible and what isn't. I'm definitely guilty of just turning it on and not adjusting anything.
The gap in front has increased to 1.0 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned earlier, that corner, I'm definitely losing an awful lot of time there. This is a recipe for a big accident. Yeah, well done, number 8. Well done.
Red man corner. We think it might be Milleneck.
Thank you.
Chance of a podium here. Push, push, push.
Thank you very much for giving me P3 back by killing one of the competitors and by being hyper aggressive.
P3.
Are you drunk? It's a valid question. Valid question. I'd be wondering, I'd be thinking about asking a similar question had the same thing happened to me. Although to be fair, if he manages to get close enough to the number 1 driver to attempt an overtake and eventually kill him, that's going to be surprising. He says, as I nearly go into the back of the guy that I'm insulting. Yeah. Oh, has he killed himself? Get in. That'll do.
Looks like P3's gone off in Piper.
That'll do indeed. Cool. Yeah, I fully envisage this number 1 car just driving off into the distance.
P2, 2 to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium. Fastest lap for Johns, 1:45.06.
I mean, I'm going to do my best to sort of stick with him as much as possible and try and be in a place where I can take advantage of a mistake. But I think with the gap as it is now, it's going to have to be a pretty major mistake, or a huge lapse in concentration from the leader for me to get any advantage. So no, with what was it, 2 to go, less than 2 laps to go, I'm quite happy to cruise into a P2 finish. A little bit disappointing. Do you know what? Let's not talk about the result just yet, because we haven't got to the result. And I don't want to count my chickens before they've hatched. Oh, could feel the rear going a little bit as we went into that last corner. 45.0.
Trivet is gaining on you. The gap's now 2.4. They're quicker than us entering first corner. Okay, Dan, 1 more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium.
A 44.6 in actual fact. Good grief. That guy's got some pace. Yeah, there's no way we're catching him. I mean, if I hadn't mucked up the first lap and essentially given the lead away, there's absolutely no way that I'd be holding him off for what was probably going to be half the race. Alright, so P2 finish. Do you know what? Despite basically handing away first place
Podium finish. Nice one.
on the first lap, I'm still very happy with that. Very happy indeed. Given the strength of the competition, yeah, I think that's decent effort. yeah, definitely a bit of luck involved as well of the number 8 car, one killing someone and then killing himself. Yeah, brilliant. Would have been nice to have held on for the win, but I don't think it was ever meant to be. So we're just waiting. Just going to wait for the that timer to expire down here. Because as long as this clock, well, I'm sure we're all aware, as long as this clock's going down from 2 minutes, the safety rating is still being calculated. So for every clean corner I make, it benefits the safety equation. And yeah, there we go. Okay, it's just swapped.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. Box in.
Excellent.
280 meters.
P2. Absolutely delightful. Shall we go have a look at some of the silliness? Because I'm interested to see what happened on lap 1. Oh! Oh dear. Oh! Oh! Oh no. Ooh. Poor guy didn't even get off the line. That's rough. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm sure we're all well aware these cars are slippy enough as it is. And just trying to go maximum effort on lap 1 is just not going to happen. Interesting, when I saw that in the mirror, I genuinely thought there'd been a collision that killed a couple of people, but it was just that corner catching everyone out. Oh! Yeah. That's not okay. He's just lost all the steering. Yeah. Is this going to be a... Okay, he did make it back to the pits without having to tow. Oh, thanks, Rich. Yeah, turns out you learn something new every day. Yeah, so yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it, to be honest. Like I say, as long as that small timer's in place, you're still earning the safety rating, so... Yeah, weirdly, I find the I find the baseline set to be, I mean, alright, probably not the easiest set to drive, but... Oh, there we go, there's number 8 killing number 7 for us. Cheers, number 8. Really helped us out there. And is this 8 going to kill himself? Oh, yep. See, oh, that's interesting. That is interesting, because I think he's gotten to this point in the corner and thought, right, I'm going to... Yeah, he's predicted an oversteer moment on the exit when he's, like, pinned the throttle and then hasn't got it. So when he's going to correct the oversteer, he's gone and killed himself. That's... Or am I not allowed to say killed himself anymore? I've heard that what you're supposed to do now is say unalived. That's what all the cool kids are saying. Apparently those words get you banned from places like what's it called? Toctic? Something like that. Anyway, interesting. And what was I saying before about the yeah, something about the safety rating. Yeah. It's still in play after the checkered flag until everyone crosses the line. And yeah, exactly as Mel says, it's even in play in yeah, in the pre-quali and the qualifying session. But I think they are. I think every incident in practice and qualifying before the race is worth slightly less. So I think qualifying has a multiplier of like 0.5 it's something like 0.5 for the practice session and 0.25 for the qualifying session, something like that. I could be wrong. In fact, I'm probably wrong. I definitely don't know. Yeah, anyway, I've talked over all the incidents there as we've been cycling through them, and I wasn't paying attention to a single one apart from number 8, but never mind. Right, let's go have a look at the results. And oh, why has that happened? That's Winton. We don't want Winton. We are waiting for... I wonder when that's going to come through, if ever. Right. Yeah. No, it's good to know. Oh, that's an interesting one. So, question for the floor then. What do we want to see more? Because I think... I'll answer that question in a sec. First, well, we've got 10 minutes before the race starts. What are we more interested in seeing out of those that are due to start in 10 minutes? V's, 1600s, Ferraris, or... I mean, I'd maybe not... I mean, it's... I know saying this now, if I say I'd rather not do the F4, everyone's going to say F4, aren't they? Because that's just how it works. But yeah, what's available, I'm more than happy to do any of those. So yeah, whatever the consensus is. And in terms of that question, Melv, no, I don't use the race control on iOverlay. I probably should actually. I actually did the Michelin Pilot Challenge at Sebring. Oh, there's the race result. I did the Michelin Challenge at Sebring. Was it not last night? Sunday night, Sunday evening, yeah. And my dad very kindly did the crew chief spotting role for me, and he was actually playing around with the race control part of the overlay, and he said it's actually really, really useful and really intuitive and quite easy to use. But I haven't actually had a chance to play with it yet. 1600s, says Phil. Cool, yeah, happy with that. Unless anyone else. Well, I mean, with 4 viewers, and I think one of us. In fact, I know for a fact that one of the viewers can't communicate in the chat for some reason. Yeah, 1600s. I'm more than happy to do that. And yeah, so we'll quickly register for that. 66% chance of rain. God. Okay, cool. Right. This is going to be an absolute disaster story, but the decision has been made. Results and stats. Have I got... where's it gone now? Let's go back into those results. I can't even remember what split we were in. I think it was this one. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so phenomenal, sensational boost to the iRating. First time I've ever hit 20T4 2.4K. That's a record. That's something that's happened live for the first time. I've never had my iRating as high as that. That is phenomenal. That's wonderful to be. It's actually outstanding to be able to share that with everyone live. Cool. Let's dive into the 1600s at Okayama. It's going to be 20-minute race. It's probably going to be wet. It's probably going to be absolute mayhem. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. But, thankfully, with the license split recently, I'm not at all bothered about going downhill. Oh, one sec. Just gonna question from a colleague. No, it should be Daysack. Daysack, 15.
That's a new fastest lap for Johansson, 138.7.
Sorry, guys. Just won't be a moment. There. Cool. Right. Weather mostly. Oh, I mean, this doesn't even matter, does it? Because it's not the race event. So. And there's no pit limiter in this car, is there?
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
Right, let's see what we can make of this. Yeah, I mean, just sorry, I was talking about the iRating after the license split for and the ratings after the license split for the road cars. Before I was rudely interrupted by a colleague. Yeah, I have absolutely no problem with my ratings coming down.
New fastest lap for Hawker, 137.5.
Thanks, Jim, for the Formula cars, because I've always said whenever I've tried these cars that you know, that the pace that I can come out with always seems to poorly reflect my sports car rating, or yeah, words to that effect. So I definitely expect my I rated to come down. I definitely expect my safety rated to come down. I actually expect to get demoted a few license classes. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I have very, very limited experience with this.
There's an incident in Williams. It looks like it's Turner.
With this car on this track. I mean, the track is, you know, obviously very familiar to me. Obviously, that's of course, because of course you're all going to know that this track is familiar to me. That's an obvious fact. This track rather is familiar to me. Yeah, and the 1600 is. I feel like it's always been really fun to drive, but it's always one of those that I can't tell in a lot of cases when it's actively trying to kill me. Oh, I've got, and I think I've built up an over-reliance on anti-lock braking systems from my time in the sports cars. Oh god. Yeah, we're going to see a lot of moments like that, I think. And yeah, throw rain into the mix on this one, and I'm going to have absolutely no chance. I haven't seen
18th.
I haven't seen a single lap of rain on this track before well, this week in this car. I've got no idea where the puddles form. I've got no idea where the wet line. Oh, we expect light rain soon. That would have been helpful maybe 10 minutes ago. Yeah, if it's raining for the main event, I'm definitely going to be sight reading. There's a music term for you, sight reading.
New fastest lap
as
for
we go.
Trivet, 137.2.
Ooh. I can't even make a educated guess as to where I think some of the worst sort of
There's an incident in Redman Corner.
water
You think it
build-up
might
is going to be.
Elmi?
I mean, my natural sort of guess is that
That's a new fastest lap for Abramov, 136.8.
my natural kind of guess is that water's going to
Incident in first corner. Looks
absolutely
like it's waters.
build up around the apexes and the curbs of the corners. So we're going to be forced to
B13.
at
That's your
very
fastest lap
least
today.
take a wider line, but I guess we're going to find out in a few moments. Cool. Let's see what we get. Oh dear. Get my phone to open. There we go. Oh, dry track at the moment. And a small chance of rain going forward. Okay. Yeah, okay, I can live with that. Hello, Muplin. Thanks very much for joining us. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, last night at Sebring. Was that in Formula Fords as well? Was it? Yeah, I feel like it must have been because it's only that and IMSA, if I recall correctly.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 19 Celsius.
Oh, why is my setup identical to Sebring? That's not going to help, is it? Let's start with Okayama. That's probably going to be more suitable. Yeah.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now.
I mean, I do not expect to. Oh God. I'm not expecting to notice any wild changes in handling. Well, there might well be some wild changes in the handling characteristics between these two sets, but if I actually notice what those differences are, I'm going to be surprised. And the gearing's definitely slightly shorter, and maybe it's a little bit more aggressive on the oversteer.
It's now 22 Celsius.
Yeah, I think I did a few practice laps at the Sebring for this series last week, and
Your exit's clear. Watch the
Yeah,
white
I
line.
definitely-
Okay, Dan, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Definitely didn't feel confident enough to to go in for a race. I feel like I'm probably going to be quite timid for this race. Just largely because I don't think I've quite got the trust in the car's ability to you know, cope with, you know, big oversteer inducements. I mean, I've had races in the past where I've been following other people in these cars, and I've noticed how they're just able to throw the back end of the car out almost sideways. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, of course. Yeah, almost sideways. And just keep it under control. And have all the confidence that the car's just going to grip up on the exit, and it does. And it's absolutely amazing to watch when it's done well. Right there, I'm sure I can carry more speed into the entry there and throw the rear of the car out a little bit more and trust it to grip. And I'm sure we'll see other people doing that, doing just that. What's the strength of field here? 2k. Okay. Oh, distracted. Missed braking point. Oh, I'm car number 2. Which means absolutely nothing, of course. We're crossing the line up.
P4.
And not very fast, I think. No, not very fast at all. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh no!
You're outside of track limits there.
Oh, that's absolutely
The leader
crushing.
has just done a 137.6.
was a 32.2, a 38.2 rather. Probably might have been good enough for, I don't know, 5th or something. No, that's disappointing. Oh well. Ooh. Oh, 5th was maybe a bit ambitious for that time, so what's that, closer to P10? Yeah, probably P11. Oh well. Ah, it's fine. Right. So when, hope he's not. Ah, he's definitely not talking to me. He's talking to this Dan. Okay, radar pop out. I don't want that. Weird that it's showing an almost 34% chance of rain, but nothing on the radar. That's a little bit odd. But I wonder. Hang on. Track is dry. Okay. Yeah, I wonder whether or not we are going to see any rain. That would be interesting. Interesting as well that the atmospheric pressure is apparently rising, but the chance of rain is also rising. Again, in my limited experience as someone who's definitely not a meteorologist, I would expect that as the air pressure rises, the chance of precipitation decreases. I thought.
That's the end of the session. P16.
All right. So sim time moves to 8 a.m. 30% chance of rain in about 15 minutes or so. Wonderful. So I'm going to turn off the fuel. I'm going to turn off the tyre replacements because, as I'm sure we're all aware, these are semi-slick tyres. We expect to be fighting for the podium, do we? Cool. Well, it looks like I've got a lot of work to do. Awful lot of work to do. Nice. Cool. I applaud your confidence in the iRacing crew chief, but I think it might be misplaced in this situation. Yeah, I was saying something about the tyres and the rain. Semi-slick tyres, shouldn't need to replace them. I can just crack on and trust that the tyres are going to do something
16th
to
place. The track temp
clear
is
up the water.
20. The air temp is 19 Celsius. All right, Dan, stay calm, focus, go.
That was a quick go from flash to bang.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
There's
an incident in Williams. You think it might be Jeffrey?
just like the Mazda race. Oh.
Incident in the hairpin.
Another freebie. Incident ahead, apparently. I wonder if it was just an off track.
Clayton is now leading. P14.
Ooh. Got a blinker.
Okay, Dan, the next car is Paquette. There's an incident in the hairpin. We think P6 has binned it in Piper.
Okay, let's definitely take it easy. Oh, fiddlesticks. Have I got damage now? Yeah. Outstanding.
The stewards have called us into the pits for repairs.
Oh, heartbreaker.
Incident in Hobbs. It looks like Paquette.
Left side, clear left.
Absolute
The
heartbreaker.
leader has just done a 137.9.
Okay.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Pit
The
lane
limit
speed
line
limit is
until the yellow
60
cones, mate.
kilometers per hour. Activate limiter. It's fine, you got loads. 100 meters,
Oh well.
50 meters.
Oh, that's a black flag.
Black flag.
Ah.
Need to come into the pits to serve the penalty. The pit exit is clear. Push now. P16.
Used to having a pit speed limiter as well. Oh dear, that couldn't have gone worse.
We've got 2 laps to come in for this penalty.
Oh, what a nightmare. Alright, let's make sure everything's turned off. Don't want the car to be worked on.
Okay, Dan, there'll be chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. 15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. The leader's just done a 137.1. There's an incident in last corner.
Okay, let's get this penalty out of the way.
Watch your speed. Engage limiter, you've got loads of fuel. 100 metres. 50 metres.
Right, yeah, we're not going to have the car worked on. Serving penalty. Cool. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Okay. And away we go. Let's try and stay under the speed limit this time.
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the
Better.
line.
Well, I can't imagine this is going to be a particularly exciting one. 20 seconds down on the guy in front.
The car ahead is Frank.
Aye, well. Yeah, well, I reckon it's my fastest lap of the session because it's the first one I've had where I haven't had to pit so far.
There's an incident in first corner. It looks like it's Frank.
Alright, so that's gonna save me, well, help me catch up a little bit.
That last lap was a 1:38.4.
Still not quick enough to catch the guy ahead though. If he keeps putting in personal bests, I've got no chance.
Okay, Dan, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. The driver in front of us is Frank, B16.
I mean, there's maybe a chance that we might see some rain. Might even the field out a little bit, but I think if we haven't had the expecting rain announcement by now, we're not likely to get it anytime soon.
Fastest lap for Clayton, 136.8.
Oh.
All right, Dan, the next car is Frank.
A bit of a disappointing
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
end, really. Absolutely no one to blame for any of it but myself. But, you know, that's fine. Very well aware that I'm absolutely not, well, at least in my opinion, I'm absolutely not in the kind of skill range that my current iRacing would be indicative of.
That's your fastest lap. The gap to Paquette behind is now 4.0 seconds. Okay, Dan, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
It's going to be a long 5 minutes.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. Car in front is Frank. Incident in first corner. Looks like it's Frank.
Is this gonna... No, this isn't gonna be anywhere near enough.
The guy behind has just done a 137.0. Okay, Dan, that's good consistency. Keep it up. Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
The rate he's losing time when he bottles it, I need this guy to lose control at least twice more to have any chance of
The
getting
car in front of us is now Paquette. There's an incident in Redman corner.
Redmond's miles away. How soon is soon, iRacing? How soon is that light rain? I need you to quantify that for me.
P15. Good lap. That's your best in the session.
Yeah, I'll get rid of that.
Alright, Dan. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. The guy ahead has just done a 137.1.
Last lap. Don't have to
Yellow
worry about
flag.
this.
Watch out.
Yellow flag. Has he dropped it again?
One more lap to go.
Obviously can't be that bad. Oh dear. And there he is. Right there. 5 seconds in front. Just out of reach.
Two litres remaining. Deer is leading the race. I think P2's been
Oh well,
in
that
first
was
corner.
incredibly disappointing. I mean, I know exactly what happened and what caused it all.
P15, that's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
Just tried to avoid an accident occurring in front of me and just hit the brakes a little bit too hard and unsettled the car, and just around we went, and it wasn't even lap must have been, hang on, yeah, it would have been towards the end of this one. Yeah. So yeah, I'm coming around this corner. I can see this wreck unfolding in front of me, and I'm. If we watch the telemetry, yeah, I've just hit the brakes mid corner, which is just giving the car far too much grip on the front end and taking way too much weight off the rear, and I've gone round and just killed myself. There was absolutely, in hindsight, there was absolutely no need to be on the brakes so hard. I definitely could have avoided that wreck had I just lifted and stayed off the brakes. I probably would have had enough grip to move the car towards the inside and get to the middle of the track to avoid that. Yeah, absolutely. The spin on my part was absolutely avoidable. Yeah, the trajectory there looks a little bit like I'm heading out towards them, but I think if at this point usually I think I'd be on the gas and tracking out onto exactly that line. So yeah, if I just stayed zero input, I would have been able to avoid all of that. Yeah, crushing, absolutely crushing, but not the end of the world, I guess. Okay, all right, let's have a look at the damage. Yeah, hindsight is a wonderful thing. And you know, like I said at the start of the race, I'm under no illusions that my my iRacing in the open wheel Formula license is nowhere near where it should be. I'm absolutely certain that my rating for Formula cars should be around the, well, I want to say 1700 mark. So I have absolutely no problem dropping iRacing and dropping safety rating in this, because I just don't have the experience. I don't have the track time. I don't have anything to justify the rating that I do. So, you know, when it all, I just need to get the track time, get the experience, let the rating settle down to where it's supposed to be. And if that means license demotion, it means license demotion. You know, it's just, there's a reason it's there. It's reflective of my ability to control the cars. So there's no point trying to cheese it and farm it, because I'm just going to be a danger to everyone else on the track. Yeah, disappointing, but not the end of the world. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to do races like that in the future. Right. it is now coming up to 9:30 in the evening here in the UK, so I am considering calling a halt to the stream there. Yeah, because I've got a few things that I need to do to get ready for the morning, get ready for work, that I probably shouldn't have left this late. So I'll have to run around and do that and then pack myself off to bed. So that's it for the stream this week. So I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's come along and watched for as long as they have. Particularly anyone that stuck around for the entire duration, and of I shouldn't really single people out like that. Anyone that's stuck around for any length of time, absolutely, thanks very much. It really means a lot for any time that you choose to spend with me, because your time's valuable, and how you choose to spend that time is you're not going to get that time back. So yeah, thanks. There's no greater gift to give than one's time. Yeah, so for the future, for the rest of the week, the plan is to maybe push out 2 or 3 videos this week. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do one in the Formula V's. I'm almost certainly going to do the Ferrari GT3 challenge at VIR this week, because that is a combination that I really quite like the look of, and I kind of want to have a second chance at the Formula 1600s. But in the margins, I'm going to go and race some of these series again for fun, just for myself, because I want to get that. I want to get some of that back. As much as I enjoy sharing my journey with everyone, pushing out videos every day has started to get a little bit difficult with a full-time job. Right, having said all that, thanks very much. Good night to everybody. Mike. Yeah, I dropped in a little bit too late. I've only just noticed. Sorry about that. I'm sure depending on how YouTube works, I'm sure the VOD will be available to watch back if you're really desperate. But otherwise, this is kind of the time slot that I'm looking to stick to in future. This, 1900 to about 2130, 2200 UK time. So if you can't make it, not a problem. I'll try and make sure the VOD's available. Not that there's anything I think I can do about it. It's purely up to YouTube, I guess. Right. I've rambled on long enough. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. It has truly been a pleasure. This has gone a little bit better than I expected it to. Hopefully we'll only grow from here. So I've just realised for most of what I said there, I haven't even been looking at the camera. That's terrible. Right. No, that's it. Good night. Goodbye. Good night. And I do genuinely hope to see you next time. Ta-ra now.